Okay then, so today I'm going to be talking about the macronutrient protein, and this is without doubt the most important macronutrient to get right. And this is because a lot of the literature shows that it's going to help with body composition goals, so building muscle and also losing fat. But it's also going to help with performance because it's going to help you recover and it's going to help you build muscle. And this is the reason why in block one or weeks 3 to 4, your goal is to really start hitting your protein targets. So today I'm just going to talk about where we get it from, what are some good sources, how much we need, and how to break it up throughout the day, and whether or not it's safe. So what are some good sources? Check out the portion control page to have a good look at the Venn diagram there. But we're talking here, so animal products, so meat, fish, dairy, and then we can also look at, say, supplements, so whey protein, soy protein, vegan blends, etc. And some of your protein sources, so beans, pulses, peanuts or nuts and things like that. They're all protein sources, but again, check out that Venn diagram because a lot of your vegetarian sources are going to combine, say, carbohydrates as well as fat. And the same for animal sources. So if you've got a fatty cut of meat, it's not just a protein, it's fat as well. So make sure you do check out that diagram. In terms of does the type matter, we need to start thinking about an amino acid called leucine. And what leucine is well, it's amino acid, and it triggers or it starts the process of protein synthesis. And all this is a process of building or remodeling of new tissue or building muscle, okay? And the good thing with all animal proteins, they all have this kind of leucine in it, or enough leucine in it to start this process off. So if you eat animal product, you're going to help with building and remodeling of new tissue. With vegetarian sources, unfortunately, they don't always contain that much of this amino acid. But rather than worry, all that you need to do is make sure that you eat a variety of, say, vegetarian sources of protein throughout the day. So combining things like whole grains and rice, beans and whole grains, hemp and rice. But here you've got to account for the carbohydrate portion as well. In terms of are any superior to the other, not really, okay? It goes by preference. If we look at, say, leucine or, say, the amino acid profile, animal proteins are, I guess, superior in this respect, but try not to worry about it, okay? So if you are vegetarian, just make sure you get a number of different sources throughout the day. Is it okay to supplement? Absolutely. For some of you, you might find it quite alien or quite difficult to hit this number, and something like a whey protein shake, a vegan blend shake, or a soy protein is a perfectly acceptable way to bump up your protein numbers. But see it as a supplement to supplement an already good diet, okay? Trying to see this as a substitution for, say, a whole food. We next want to have a look at how much we need to be having. And in your macro breakdown, your number is going to be around this 2 grams per kilo of body weight. It might be a little bit less. So for me, being 90 kilos, I'm going to need about 180 grams of protein throughout the day. In terms of how you split it up, I don't want you to worry about it too much just yet, but we can either, optimally, we can evenly distribute it over, say, 5 to 6 meals, which would be around that 0.3 grams per kilo of body weight. Or what I like to do is just have slightly bigger bolus or a bigger portion at breakfast, lunch, and my evening meal, and then a slightly smaller number at your snacks. But remember, well, so you know, it's your overall protein which is far more important than your timing. So what you need to think about is hit your overall number, okay? Don't worry about timing yet. Further down the line, okay, we can start looking at how we distribute it throughout the day. In terms of actual servings, we're talking about 1 palm of fish or meat for ladies, okay, and this equates to around about 20 grams, whereas for guys, we're talking about 2 palms, which is going to about 40 grams. Is it safe? I get this question a fair bit, and in a nutshell, yes. I think the literature is fairly consistent now to showing that even high protein diets of, say, 3 to 4 grams per kilo of body weight, which is far more than I'm recommending for you guys, is absolutely fine. In terms of is red meat safe, this is where it becomes a little bit ambiguous, so you have to be a little bit careful. Processed red meat, there might be a link between things like colon cancer here. So we're talking, say, chorizo, some of your deli meats as well. But the things that cause the problems, I think there's HCEs, I can't remember what they're called now. It's your hemoglobin, which turns it red. A lot of these problems can be attenuated or stopped just by adding vegetables into the diet. So if you're eating plenty of veg, if you're eating plenty of whole grains, so again, say whole grain bread, veg, legumes, beans, and rice, and things like this can actually stop any problems associated with some of your nitrate forming or your nitrate containing meats, I think processed meats. My advice is limit red meat a little bit. If you are going to eat red meat, try to opt for better cuts of meat, leaner cuts of meat, and also try and avoid things like your bacon, sausages to a minimum, and or things like your chorizo's and your deli meat as well. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an overview of your protein. So just remember, hit your overall number first. Try not to worry too much about the timings of it, but ideally we're looking to get, say, 4 to 5 evenly distributed meals throughout the day, or 3 fairly big portions and 2 slightly smaller ones. Hope that helps. Until next time, stay healthy.